Hey, what's up, folks? It's me, Sonny T, coming back at you with another podcast for marketers, exclusive. And today we're going to be talking about how to get more clients. The old-fashioned way, though, no Jedi mind tricks, right? But before we do, check me out on Sonny-T-1. I'm quitting SoundCloud. I'm going to do it probably tonight, though. FunnelHackerPro.com. Come over to the Facebook group, guys. It's really kind of getting packed in there. There's more interaction. I watched that group grow from nothing, man. I'm so proud of my group. I really love my squad, man. Stealthy Millionaire on Instagram, and the shit's kind of kicking in, man. Dude is doing like Richard. And I'm not fucking his last name up, man. It's just Richard. He does doing a really good job posting up snippets of a lot of my podcast and stuff here from YouTube. Over on Instagram, right? And I'm going to start going live and doing all kind of shit. Podcast for marketers on YouTube, Billionaire Vids on Snapchat. You guys will get snapped this weekend. I'm going to come up with some really cool shit. Probably some books that I'm reading. Just talk a lot of good marketing shit on Snapchat. I'm doing it for sure because I'm going fishing in the morning. So it's guaranteed that you're going to get a bunch of snaps from me because when I do snap, I snap a lot. All right. So now, Twitter, Billionaire Vid without the S. Yeah, I'm not fucking with Twitter that much. I'll get there one day, though. Maybe we'll get Richard to do something. Podcast for marketers.com for the free MP3 player, but you got to pay for your fucking shipping. Smash that thumbs up, man. I really get sparked when you guys do. Smash it, right? Break that fucking mouse, man. And fucking subscribe to my channel if you dig this content. And I'm gonna start. I got I sub fucking scribed and I smashed that thumbs up, man. For podcast for marketers on YouTube, I'm doing t-shirts, coffee mugs, and I want you guys to comment below and tell me what you want because I'm gonna give this shit away, right? So tell me what do you want? T-shirts? Do you want coffee mugs? What do you guys want? I'm gonna start giving this shit away, right? And you're like, Sonny, why are you giving shit away? Well, I mean, fuck, why not, right? It's promotional materials, right? Why not? I'm not giving away fucking iPhones, right? So anyway, boom. All right, so let's get down to it. I know you guys are like, what the fuck, right? Come on, Sonny, quit talking with the intro. All right, so here I am. So how to get, what am I thinking faster than I talk? Is that what you say I do? How to get more. Thinking faster than I write. That's what it is. See, I don't even know how to say it. How to get more clients. No Jedi mind tricks, right? So the first thing I wanted to tell you, number one, folks, is you can't be broke, right? So, and I know you guys get tired of hearing that, but that's the point of the whole social media marketing agency. You can't do it broke, man. Now, to give you an idea, I mean, pretty much you can get Ty Lopez's social media marketing agency program everywhere on the internet for free. Surely you have it right now, right? So if you don't have it, just to let you know, what happens is he comes right on there and says, start off for buying an LLC, and getting yourself a business license and getting domain names. Never did come with broke, and you had to have $1,000 to start it, right? So let's just take out the fact that you can't be broke. Now, let's move on. So one thing I wanted to tell you that meeting in person is underrated right now, okay? Meeting in person is the shit. Now, what I want you to do, and I know you don't know what I'm talking about, so I'm going to tell you to go to Hulu, and I want you to go look at Bewitched. All right? And check out Darren Stevens. What is Darren always doing with his clients? Can anybody in the gallery tell me what he was always doing with his clients? Meeting with them face to face. And where do they go most of the time?
Restaurants.
Fucking dinner. He either had Larry and his wife over to his house with Samantha with a client, or they went out to restaurants together with a client. Now, shit always went wrong, but that's not the point, right? The point is that Darren Stevens, and back then, always met in person, and that's overrated. If you guys remember, a few videos back when I told you that I met my clients in person, okay? And I did a cold walk-in. It's because I was meeting the people in person, and that's why I closed. In today's, modern world, everybody's disconnected, and everything's, Messenger or WhatsApp or whatever the fuck, Facebook, Twitter, all this fucking digital shit. And people have become disconnected, okay, with meeting in person. So what does that do with meeting in person? What does that do? That raises the stock of actually meeting in person when you can actually shake someone's hand, okay? But you can't be broke. And what do you want to do when you meet the person, okay? So let's just say you go to, and you should be going to events, local Chamber of Commerce events for sure. It's a social media marketing agency. If you cannot go to local, there's always in every country, I don't care what you say, there's always a convention for the doctors or the lawyers or the whatever bar association. Go look for events, and how you do that is go to your what is it? What is that name? The Palais de Congrès. What is that? A convention center. Okay, so go to your local convention center and look at their calendar. Okay, they usually have it online. Okay, and look at the convention center calendar and find out events that you can crash. Okay, you want to crash those events, and you don't need a special pass or anything like that. Okay. And you go to these convention centers and you shake hands and you meet people in person, especially when they're local to your town, right? And what's the first thing you do? Don't pitch them right away, man. We already talked about how to get into the conversation, how to start the conversation to get them talking about themselves, and then invite them out. Okay? Now, in today's social media world and this mobile technology, you'll have an iPad or an iPhone or an Android equivalent on you. If they have a business, go look at their social media profiles. Especially, hey man, let me add you on Facebook. Before you even pitching, add them on Facebook. Look at their social media profiles. What's that going to be able to, enable to do? It's going to let you look at their interest. Okay? In other words, don't invite a vegan to fucking Ruth Chris steak night out. Okay? Or if there's a hunter, don't invite him to a fucking smoothie bar, right? You invite him to Ruth Chris. Whatever you do, look at them and see what the guy might be in a rock climbing. Say, hey, man, if you're into rock climbing, take him to the local rock climbing little indoor joint. He might be in the fucking, what is that thing called? You said the paintball. He could be in you don't know. He could have children. It could be a kid's thing. It could be a Chuck E. Cheese thing. You don't know. But get in there and look at his interest and see right there on the spot, dude. This is all right now. Right? And say, hey, man, listen, I really would like to take you out to dinner, man. On me. Bring the kids. We're going to all go to Chuck E. Cheese tomorrow night, blah, 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 blah. And you close that part, right? That's personal. It's not at the office. It's personal. And then you talk a little bit of shop, and then you just make it regular, but you talk just a little bit of shop, okay? And now you're in. After the dinner, you say, hey, man, I'm going to come by the office, and we're going to chat about business. Hey, man, do me a favor. Break out your smartphone. Let's lock in calendars because I'm really busy next week, but I'd like to lock in on Thursday. How's 8 o'clock, right? 8:30 a.m. Is that good for you? Right? And that's how you lock that in. So let's go over it again. Meet them in person at some type of networking event, right? Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to look. Once we meet them and we decide that, hey, man, this could be a good fit with business, we're going to ask them to add you on Facebook right there on the spot. Here, let me add you on Facebook. If it's possible, look at their interests. and then invite them out at an appropriate place, okay? Go to dinner and don't talk a bunch of shop. Start off at hors d'oeuvres, a drink, what do they call that? An aperitif. Start off with your aperitif, just having a couple of drinks before dinner, right? And talk a little bit of shop. Once dinner arrives or whatever you're doing arrives, stop talking business. At the end, when you're having a digestif, at the end, you're having a little bit of coffee or whatever you're going to have at the end, then say, hey, man, this was really nice. I enjoyed myself. Thanks for coming out. Hey, man, I'm going to drop by the office on Thursday and do blah. Okay. So that's the first way. I'm going to tell you how to get more clients, folks, and that's going to work. It's old-fashioned, right? But if you can't meet people in person, because you're going to get that, Sonny, we're not in the United States of America. I live in a third world country that makes $2 a year. How can we be in business? Dude, that's a rough one, but I'm going to tell you how you can do it. Take your $2, and we're going to send out notes, okay? Now, this is the second way, old-fashioned way. Okay, mailers. All right, now, let me tell you something. There is also underrated. Why? Because we had junk mail for a long time, okay? But now it's email and you get less direct mail to your house. Okay, so what I'm going to tell you to do, number one is it needs to look valuable or it needs to look personal, okay? Valuable, even Sonny. Learn how to spell. I don't even know that's right. I'm all embarrassed now. All right, so now I really get embarrassed about my spelling. Fuck. All right, so now let's just, I think I might have had it right, but it doesn't matter. I'm too fucking paranoid now. Is that right? Fuck. All right, so now we want to know, about this whole value thing, right? How do you do that? Well, first of all, if you have a regular stationary envelope, those, look out your envelope. You see that? Look at that. That's an envelope, isn't it? All right, so now, if you have a regular stationary envelope, right, don't get the old white joints. Get those pink joints or get the orange joints, right? Make it look personal. And, put real stamps on it, okay? And it should be, a decent stationery. If you don't do that, then you have to do the express envelopes, okay? And now, your note should be handwritten. Now, this is what you do, again, after you've met someone in person. You didn't invite them out, okay? When you meet them, write a handwritten note, very short, okay? And no lines on the paper, real stationary, okay? Hey, Joe, nice meeting you. Would love to do dinner or would love to talk more, right? Sonny. That's it. Handwritten note. Put your phone number over here in the corner, 555-1212. Right, give me a call. Simple note, nice piece of stationery, send it to them. All right, that's a very good way. Now, this isn't going to be 100% conversion at this point because, you just met them, but you want to leave a nice impression. You dropped them a note, okay? This works better if you met someone. You can do it if you haven't met them, but this works way better. Now, if you haven't met anyone, I'm going to give you the next version. Stealing this from, it might be Brian Kurtz. I can't remember. Somebody in my audience knows who I'm stealing this from. This next one. And if you really want to get the client, because it's kind of decent, there was a guy, I can't remember who it was, but he had something in common with someone he was trying to do some business with. And he had a magazine mock-up made. Okay? And what's funny is that he got the idea from the guy that he was sending it to, and it still worked. And on that magazine mock-up, like let's say it was, Business Magazine, right? There was a picture of the two guys, okay? It was basically like Sonny and whoever this wants to do business with me, makes millions doing blah, 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 right? Frame it up really nice, like a magazine mock-up. Frame it up really nice. Have it delivered. Okay? And obviously, your handwritten note. Hey, Sonny, thought you would like this. Give me a call, 555-1212. Folks, if you don't think this is going to get you a client, now those little mock-ups can't be no more than a couple bucks. You're talking about $5 to $10 per lead. Now remember, you can pay if you're supposed to be getting, anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 per client, and you retain them for at least 3 to 6 months. You're talking anywhere from $3,000 to $60,000. It's okay if you spent $10, to even $30 a lead for your clients. This shit works right here, right? Now, another way you can do it, I'm stealing this one from Russell Brunson. He went on AliExpress. Now, he was trying to get super affiliates, okay, to promo his shit. So he went on AliExpress or Alibaba, okay, and he found some video postcards. I thought this was really cool, okay? It's a video postcard, okay? And he was just in his car. Russell Brunson, man, is really cool with using his in-between times for business. Like when he's on the way to work, he does his podcast. Or if he's on somewhere else, he films something. He's on Periscope. He's really good at using that time. And it's okay that he did this. So he pointed the card at himself, and he did a selfie. And I don't know if I'm spelling selfie right because it's some fucking new made-up word. All right, so he did a selfie of himself saying, "Hey, Sonny, what's going on, man? I'm just here in my car, and I wanted to introduce myself. My name is blah. Man, I really would like to do business with you. I'm really impressed with your work. Man, you go ahead and give me a call at 555, blah, 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 blah. I'm looking forward to hearing from you, dude. I got some really good stuff for you. I hope you enjoy the gifts." Now, inside of there, he put T-shirts and something of perceived value. And I have a couple of Russell Brunson T-shirts. Send them your T-shirts, some of your best stuff that you do, coffee mugs, T-shirts, a book maybe that you've written, whatever the case may be. Leave something really cool. If you've had a time to look at their social profiles, like for instance, I happen to know that Russell Brunson is a kind of like a sports guy, right? So I actually want to try to get him on my, he's on my Dream 100 list of people to do business with. And I know that he's a sports guy, and I know he's a wrestler. So I went on YouTube, and not YouTube, excuse me, eBay. I went on eBay and I started looking up old wrestling memorabilia, right? Even like some old Muhammad Ali or some Mike Tyson boxing gloves, or anything like that would be really cool. Maybe a signed photo of even Michael Jordan. It doesn't matter, but I'm looking for some old wrestling stuff. And I know his teacher was the one they did that damn movie about, that they had that big scandal on. I think it was a big murder scandal. I can't remember everything about it, but that was his coach, right? So I'm trying to find some memorabilia from that, frame it up, and send it to him, right? I know he's a big supplement fan too. I wanted to send him like a pallet of, he likes those energy drinks. So I wanted to send him a pallet of energy drinks. It might cost me $5,000, but it's worth me talking to him one-on-one on the telephone for an hour, okay? Like, who the hell sent me a pallet of energy drinks, right? And I know he likes energy drinks. He had a guy that owns the energy drink company at his joint, right? So it's kind of like stalking. It is. Now, so once you get the energy drinks to him, then, "Hey, Russell, this is Sonny, man. I wanted to send you some energy drinks. I noticed that you're hustling up this year. You got a new book out, man. Sometimes you're looking a little raggedy, dragging your ass. And, well, here's a pallet. Here's a year's worth of energy drinks for you and the guys over at ClickFunnels. Hey, man, I really would like to do an interview on my podcast, dude. Give me 20 minutes of your time. It'd really be awesome. You think Russell might call me? Maybe. Possibly. If he doesn't, you took a loss. It doesn't matter. But here's the one thing, though. When I finally do meet Russell and I go, "Hey, man, I'm the guy that sent you the energy drinks," he's not going to just tell me to fuck off. right? When I do bump into him at a mastermind or an event, or even if I see him just here in Paris walking around, hey Russell, man, I sent you those energy drinks, dude. You never gave me a call. Oh man, dude, that was so cool. It's done, right? So that's another way that you can do it. Go on there, get those video cards. I think they were like $5, $6 or something like that. So get those video cards, and that's a really good way to contact someone, right? So that's like, I don't know, number 3 or something like that. These are all good ways, folks, in how to get your foot in the door. You need to be creative. All of these Jedi mind tricks with cold emails and cold calling, all of these are really good things, right? But this shit right here, listen, man, how do you think the fucking fruit basket was invented, man? You remember fruit baskets back in the day? I'm gonna tell you something else, man. What is that Pepperidge Farm remembers? What's that that meat and cheese basket people would give you and shit, man? People used to send fruit basket? Matter of fact, it was a thing back in the day. These fuckers sent me a fruit basket. Wow, rude. Remember, people used to get pissed off that people sent them a fruit basket, right? But now, because it was corny to send people a fruit basket, they started making, what do you call a niche, basket. Okay, so for somebody that just had a baby, you would send them a basket with baby shit in it, right? It'd have little bitty talcum powders. Don't do that though. I heard it's dangerous, like cancerous. But it would have little Johnson Johnson baby powder and products and little creams and lotions or whatever. Well, you could do the same thing. Send them a niche basket, man. A big one, though. Don't go small, man. Go with the big one, like with the big Dom Perignon champagne bottle and a bunch of shit in there for them to eat, right? Little chocolates and whatever. Just be creative, right? And I'm telling you now, in this day and age, in this world of digital bullshit, go back old school. Okay, and if you don't have any money, that doesn't make a difference, man. Just go with the handwritten note. But, be smart about the packaging. Try not to do it with something just like a regular white envelope. Be a little bit smart with the packaging. Obviously, be creative. Remember the one dude, his name is Simon something. Tom Cruise plays him in a movie. I can't think of his name right now. You guys remind me in the comments or comment below and tell me this guy's name. It's Mission Impossible. Is it Ethan? Whatever his name is. Anyway, but if you don't open this, it'll explode in 5 seconds, right? That kind of shit, man. You know what I mean? You can even put on the envelope, this is total junk mail. Go ahead and toss me out right now. I just wasted fucking money sending you some shit. That kind of shit will get people like, what? You know what I mean? I totally wasted my money sending you this. This is total junk mail. You can totally disregard me. Do not open me. Be creative with what you do. Send that handwritten note. You know what I mean? Send a postcard. Like, say if the person is a science fiction dude, right? He's like a Trekkie or something. Send them a postcard from the fucking the Spaceship Enterprise, in whatever galaxy you're in. Be, very, very, very creative, guys. Cut into these guys and get more clients. And I'm going to tell you what, man. When you approach these people like this and then take on my fiduciary, become their fiduciary and get on their side and start throwing rocks at everybody else. Remember, we talked about rock throwing, little pebble throwing. If you start doing that and you take these approaches, you're going to stand apart from the Lopez Loser Gang, right? Because those guys don't have a fucking clue.
Coffee break.